Raging Tempest introduced arguably one of the best archetypes to be released in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. And by best archetypes, I mean it arguably went to year 0, with everybody either running the engine or playing the pure in just about every tournament that you could find. Now, some will argue that it's nowhere near as strong as, of course, the dreaded Pepe or Dragon Rulers, but I think we can all agree that back during that time period, everyone was tired of seeing Zoodiac everywhere. Raging Tempest gave us other great archetypes and cards as well, including the Wind Witch engine, and of course the best monster that Konami could have ever made, Sea Monster of Theseus. But I don't think any of it can live up to the legacy that Zoo left. But of course, all terrible things has to come to an end. And in September of 2017, the TCG finally saw the death of Zoo playing, with the loss of Zoodiac Trident and Zoodiac Broadbull. Everyone at that point declared the deck dead. But is it? Is there possibly, much like Shadal's, another way to play Zoo? That's what we're here today to see.
Run.
Alright, folks, welcome to the deck profile for Zoodiac Beatdown. I've gotten some questions about my build before in other videos, so I'm finally happy to reveal my build. So, we're starting off strong with 3 Thoroughblade, 3 Whiptail. You're going to have your 3 Cataroost, your 3 Bunny Blasts, your 3 Ramrams, basically 3 of every main deck Zoodiac monster, except for the limited Zoodiac Rapier, which you're still going to want to run due to the fact that it does have a effect that is very beneficial. Hopefully me punching my mic I am holding did not cause too much of a big boom. You're going to want 1 Raigeki and 1 Dark Hole to help clear your opponent's boards. You're going to want 3 Wild Nature's Releases, 1 Monster Reborn, 2 Called by the Grave, 2 Twin Twisters, 2 Fire Formation Yokos, 3 Zoodiac Barrage, 3 Fire Formation Tenki, 3 Zoodiac Signs, 3 Zoodiac Combos. Took a lot of wind out of me there. For your extra deck, you are running 1 number 101 Silent Honor Arc, 1 Castel the Sky Blaster Monarch. You're a Monarch now, Castel? When did you tell me? Anyways, Castel the Sky Blaster Musketeer. Then you're getting to your Zoodiac cards. Zoodiac Tiger Mortar, run at 3. Run 2 Zoodiac Hammer Cone, 3 Zoodiac Chalconines, and then you're going to want 3 Zoodiac Bow, and then finally 2 Mrs. Radiance. So to discuss the deck profile here, due to the fact that hand traps can really kill this deck dead in the water, you're going to definitely want to run Called by the Grave. It's also good against Shadal's, it's good against pretty much anything that needs its graveyard monster effects to trigger to be able to do much of anything. That helped many games. Zoodiac Sign can help you protect your Zoodiac monsters from destruction, and is also extremely useful for helping turn your little Zoodiac monsters into bigger beaters. So here's the main thing with this deck. It's a beatdown, not an advantage deck. Everyone back in the old meta played advantage. This is not an advantage deck. Your goal is to Xe summon and not drop all your monsters as materials, onto one big monster. You're usually going to want to drop Cataroost, Bunny Blast, and Ramram on it, and Whiptail on it, but you're going to want your Thoroughblades, more often than not, actually summon in your normal monster zone. Since they have 1600 attack, they can get the boost from Tenki for another 100, Yoko for another 100, and of course Zoodiac Sign for 400, and if you can get all 3 on the board, that's 6,000 damage if you can get them through. And, by of course running these 2 board wipes, you usually can, if you draw them. Twin Twisters is just there to help you deal with back row, because back row can stall you out. And there's many games I played while hard testing that I really wish I would have drawn them more often, enough that I almost was willing to change it to 3, but I kept it at the 2. Yoko is great because it gives you a 100 attack point boost. I can't talk today. It also allows you to discard a card to target one face-up card your opponent controls to destroy it. And Wrap here has a Foolish Burial type effect when normal summoned. The reason you want to see some of your Zoo cards in the grave is because, of course, Chalk-a-Nine can summon them back. Thoroughblade not only lets you draw a card and discard one of your Zoo cards to bring back through either Tiger Mortar's attachment effect, but also you kind of want to throw Thoroughblade in the graveyard. So, normally I would run Foolish Burial, but I was not running it in this deck because it's kind of already a little cluttered as it is, and it's not in the extra deck because I forgot it, but it would be a good, or the side deck, so it would be a good card to run as well. Now let's talk about the side deck. If you wanted to go for a generalized, more rank 4 build, you could definitely can with Zoo. Zoo can swarm the field level 4s easily enough, so you can do stuff like your Utopia package, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, Tiger King works really well in Zoo, Tornado King to deal with back row, and of course the recently unbanned Evil Swarm Exciton Knight is always great in a rank 4 build. Also great for a rank 4 style build is this bitch. I hate Fairy Tale Snow. I really do. Once per turn should have been on there. Now, Effect Veiler and Ghost Ogre are extremely useful because they can stop your opponent's effects from preventing you from beating over them or stopping you from special summoning, so I highly suggest running them. Anything to stop negates is very useful. She'll technically still allow them to negate, but then that card is gone. You can run links and run more of a link type deck, but it's not the best way to build the deck, but you can drop in the Nightmares just to give you some added removal. Pot of Desires is, of course, an old school card to be used in Zoo, and is still extremely useful even to this day. I would highly suggest running it over Pot of Indulgence. You don't really care much about your main deck as you do your extra deck, so Pot of Indulgence, removing random ones, could screw you in the long run. Soul Charge can really help turn around a game late game if you just want to swarm the field, but it does give up your combat phase, and as this is a beatdown / OTK style attempting deck, you really don't want to give up your battle phase unless you have to. Again, third copy of Twin Twisters, decide in if you're ever playing against a back row heavy deck, such as Paleo or Lockdown strategies. And Royal Decree, because we are only running 3 trap cards. So if you go up against Altergeist or you go up against Paleo, this can basically shut them down until they draw a way to get rid of it. Not necessarily good enough to run in the main deck itself, but extremely useful to side in during matches. So that is the deck profile. Now let's get to what you all really want to see. Does this build actually work? Oh wait, and I forgot. Wild Nature's Release. Target a beast, or Beast Warrior, specifically a Beast Warrior in this case, it gains attack equal to its current defense. That makes Ram Ram a dangerous beater and Xyz material. And now we go to the part that you all wanted to see. Let's get into the duels.
It's time to